Again, center stage in
Hey everyone, welcome back to Snooker Live Arena. I hope you are enjoying the videos and welcome to the new exciting match that we are going to watch together. So I hope you will enjoy the video.
And I agree that he did look sharp yesterday in the end. He played. Not a flair player.
Field.
15.
There he was a long way in front in the decider, missed an easy ball. Was beaten
23.
right at the end on the last black in a close finish, so... you've got to learn from him safe. And he is capable of keeping O'Sullivan out away from the table because he's fairly deliberate in his style.
And on this table, so he knows how it's playing. We need to avoid that green.
Not this time.
1.
Yes, he looked dangerous yesterday, O'Sullivan.
Yeah, I mean, scoring in general has been good in this tournament. 28 centuries we had yesterday, 80.
Yeah, I mean, that's in a professional match, of course.
He did something quite unusual yesterday in the interview with World Snooker Tour. He's actually talking himself up slightly, which is normally the opposite of what he does argue with. In terms of how he plays and... Well, there you go. That pocket not big enough for that shot. He wasn't ideal on that.
1. 9.
Actually, I must correct something I said earlier. It's 6 years since O'Sullivan's last 147 competitive. Anyway, back to this frame. There is a real
16.
determination about Pangjin. And that's a good shot to get on.
23.
Beautiful shot. I think what he is, he's not the most gifted player.
31.
He's a kind of... Just left himself. Yeah, he's a dogged competitor, and he must be full of confidence after Joe. We beat him there 6-5.
45.
So Pang was in first. It went wrong. Missed a long red. Gave O'Sullivan a chance. John Higgins had an 85 break to win the first against Matthew Stevens as Pang gets the blue full in the face.
Might have to pot it straight away here. It's a positional shot, this, in fact. So hard to control the cue ball much as well. That's nice cueing. That is an early examination of how he's hitting the ball. He's past it.
Please like and subscribe the video.
10.
Subscribe the channel as well.
Beat
Do
him.
leave a comment.
It is a
If you
two-session
want to
match, beating
change
9-6
anything, if you
to start
want
winning these
any
tournaments. He's here
improvements,
as the promoter's
please
pick.
do tell me in the
I think
comments.
that's all
Thank
the
you.
people he brought certainly on day one.
26.
Yes, I mean, on that, because Judd Trump had to
34.
play a qualifier, which I didn't really agree. Thankfully, from the, I guess, the promotion of the tournament it's concerned, he... Anyway,
42.
nicely.
He's playing at some speed. He's actually fast.
Yes, and he doesn't look as up between shots when you're on the next ball perfectly all the time, as he is on this occasion.
65.
Pang Junxu broke off. He caught.
73.
That's a shame, but he'll be pleased with that break all the same.
Championship. I'm sure Paul Collier's watching this with interest because he's tournament director.
Smashing long pot.
1.
Cue just drifting to the side cushion, but he knocked it in so clean. Again, nicely played. He absolutely flies in that red. He can't play on it here. If he continues in the way he's going, he looks like he played that well.
23.
Bit of wish, or I did think, and I understand why they said it last weekend.
Well, the problem with that, though, I said a few things like that. Overcut quite markedly there. So 38 from that visit is not going to hurt O'Sullivan.
1.
Didn't have a pot available.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 11.
So both players have been in once with a This is a beautiful safety shot. Look at this for a shot. Oh, that is outstanding. Again, that's a very probing safety shot. Looking for a thin contact here. Difficult shot to play, and he's played it ever so well. That is always a hard shot. He had to kind of risk the pink going safe, which wouldn't suit Ronnie, 27 behind, but look at that cue ball again.
Oh yes, he made contact.
Everyone
He left
who
the
is
pot
watching
on.
the
So
video, it's a
wanna just
humble
play up.
request. Please like and subscribe the video.
In a way, that's,
subscribe the channel as
well,
well.
I mean, it's an
Leave a
absolutely outstanding
comment
shot, isn't it? But
if you want to
didn't quite
change anything, if you want any improvement, please do tell me in the comment. Thank you.
Well, O'Sullivan forced. It's just not a very nice shot to be dropping. They go in comfortably. Interesting frame, isn't it? It looks as if a scoring chance when it comes your way. I mean, no one knows this better than O'Sullivan.
Seventeen.
I mentioned earlier that those couple of matches he lost very narrow. He's a player that's absolutely knocking on the door. And
25.
if he knocks in any colour here, so snooker's required. It's interesting actually, I saw the interview he did in Seek Out Snooker. He kind of,
well, they played in Wuhan last year. At this round, actually, the last 32, he led 4-3. But he came back at him. That was the opening day, wasn't it? In the 2023,
37.
he was on his debut there.
a good effort to remove the red.
Safety battle, but he missed that tricky red. This could be in yet, this red. Not quite, but Pang
40.
has put together a...
One.
Risky. I think he considered screwing the ready. Playing second fiddle here, O'Sullivan, there's no
Oh.
doubt.
那个摄影棚那边如果不拍照的话，麻烦离开。
Finish.
One. Ronnie O'Sullivan, one.
Shangan, they did it in this event last year.
One.
Now, that is a beautiful shot. Now, that's the he'll have already spotted, and he'll be playing on it from this next round. And this is where,
7.
but they usually end up in pretty good. That's where
15.
being ambidextrous is. A little cannon here on the pink.
24.
So now he's... He's played it beautifully. Beautifully.
30.
Stop the cue ball travelling too far down the table, and that is, none of those things happened.
44.
This phone alert's going off, but not to ring, but
because they're about to go to the interval. This has been a terrific break because it was by no means straightforward, but he's been off.
It does a terrific break in many ways. The opening red was an absolute gem.
Okay, in the last frame he lost that battle, but in terms of
57.
Pang Junxu has put him under it, but O'Sullivan has responded. Always playing these tournaments, but that's changed now, and
76.
he always speaks very well about.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Well, the 2 frames he's won have been here in Nanjing tomorrow. It's 3-1 to Page there at their interval.
Everyone who is watching the video,
John Higgins is 4-0
request.
against Matthew
Please
Stevens,
like and subscribe the video.
who has
Subscribe the
not made
channel
much of a
as
dent
well.
in that match. He's only
Do
scored
leave
20.
a comment if you want to change anything. If you want any improvement, please do tell me in the comment. Thank you.
It's always been a big tournament, this. I mean, it's not obviously been on the calendar.
I mean, we were saying earlier on that he has competed with us. Good shot. He played the 2-in-1 shot, the plant, but the cue ball, if anything, has gone to the table. Unusual shot to be playing, but
Junxu.
under the circumstances, probably all he could have achieved. I think O'Sullivan there was...
One.
So what can he make?
And big crowd, just the aura of your opponent. I mean, play like Alexander Ursenbacher. I mean, he's sort of down.
Yeah, I mean, Alex Ursenbacher is a very good player, but the most remarkable thing...
16.
Just concentrating.
Yeah, there's 10 seconds between them.
I mean, I don't really think of him as a slow player in that, you know, he's not indecisive. Which means he mightn't have to, whereas they're far enough apart to make it a plant. That's what he thinks anyway. Lovely shot. Again, good cue. I don't initially...
49.
I guess he's quite high on that list now, isn't he? The players yet to win a ranking title.
Yeah, the only problem is, Dave, it seems that when those lists are drawn up, anyone really thought he was about to win a ranking event when he did.
And the significance is that this is now his best visit of the match. General manner, he just sticks to his task.
Played a nice shot there.
Gary, 2-2 Sean Murphy and Chris Wakelin.
7-8.
Still. So the double stays out, but a very solid. But he's been handed a bit of a stern test. It looked like it would be on paper, because it doesn't always pan out that way. But just in terms of Pang's recent form, and indeed their previous matches.
Well, O'Sullivan's long game has looked. He went on to make plenty from it. Another good shot. This is a good contest between this pair.
6. 12.
This is where O'Sullivan is always so good. That's the red he wanted out of the way. Of how many he makes, I think. Table playing nicely. It's a terrific opening red, and that will give him confidence. Hasn't played a lot of snooker. He's been cited, but
36.
clearly. And that also perfect angle to do so. That's what he wants to be hitting, and that's what he has done. Usually gives him the best. It's a big moment, this, because
Yeah, to go 4-2.
Everyone who is watching the video, it's a humble request. Please like and subscribe the video. Subscribe the channel as well. Do leave a comment if you want to change anything. If you
Very
want
well played.
any improvement, please do tell me in the comment. Thank
5.
you.
Twenty. 27.
I suppose he could have played across.
34.
Oh, that's very well controlled. It was all part of
Peel the frame and go 2 clear for the first time.
41.
very good.
48.
Winning the decider in Belfast. That was, of course, the last event.
51. 55. 60.
So the pink put him 7 in front. Well, that pink. Ultimately, the answer to the question, could he make the clearance, is yes. Big that clearance out, he would have observed just how good he looked. OK, did nearly miss the pink, but he didn't miss it and sank the black to get this 2-frame.
there's a mistake. He looked at it for a long time. He was See Ronnie there getting the black into a slightly better position. He feels that he can outscore. They come and not sort of go into a shell with this lead. He's played ever so well to lead 4-2, Junxu.
Yes, I mean, we don't want to go too far down the this is a big frame route, because they're all going to be from now on, obviously. But if he, you know, the match is done from a position where he looked like he was in trouble.
And he would certainly fancy the job. If he could get to 5-2, he'd have to.
Yes, and the psychology is so interesting, isn't it? Because it's how you win frames. He didn't need 3 chances.
Going to be the case forever. Needs help here. He needs this cue ball to slip in behind the yellow. It's an amazing place for it to... That was a good opening red. He could lay a snooker, but the frame is going to be maybe a tactical one. Played it nicely and got the snooker.
One. Seven. Fourteen. 20.
Well, I guess with all the safe reds, if you could get a lead of around 40 points, it would seem a... No, I mean,
Everyone
as good as he is, it's hard to think that he could get the frame one here without the safe reds.
Please like and subscribe
That was a kick.
the video. Subscribe the channel as well. Do leave a comment.
Chalk marks
if
over
you
the
want
table
to
and a
change
few kicks being
anything,
had.
If you want
33.
any improvement,
Ultimately, that
please
kick
do
is cost.
tell me in the comment. Thank you.
It's not a decisive lead, is it? 37-0. It's a handy...
30.
These matches sort of coming to the boil, aren't they? He's going to stay there.
A mistake on one of these escapes earlier in the frame and misjudged it quite badly. This one he had.
One.
Nice shot.
8.
Nice cue ball is travel.
I mean, that's the other thing. You don't know where the red's going to... He knew the importance of that shot because he has that 22-point deficit.
1.
Indeed, I mean, it's not in a pretty frame, is it? Not as far as where the balls have gone. And one he's just got to get under his belt, and it looks as if he's going to. He will need one more red, though.
So looking like 4-3.
Make it the difficult cannon. But it doesn't matter. He's knocked it in anyway, so we are down 2.
Pang, okay, missed the brown, but in general he stood up to this superbly well. O'Sullivan, though,
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 34.
far less significant missed brown than the one Pang did. He set up that chance. Big few weeks coming up, obviously. Champion of Champions next week, then the UK.
What he will try and put distance between the balls. I don't think Ronnie's ever been involved in that many re-racks. Yeah, that area on the toss as well now to that side.
Well, it's finished.
Could be an interesting frame, this. That's what he's doing. It's a bit firmly played. Yeah, not easy, was it? And again, he's looking to end up down the other end of the table.
Seven.
In terms of breaks in this match, the other frame he won, as we know, was far more sort of disjointed. 4-3 down, best of 9, finished off with 2 big breaks.
Everyone who is watching the video, it's a humble request. Please
it
like and
quite
subscribe the video.
A lot in the
subscribe the channel as well. Do leave a comment if you want to change.
That is really unlucky.
If you want
That
any
is
improvement. Please do tell me in the comment. Thank you.
1.
Very confident to take the ping. Turning points, you only really know, you know, when the match is all done. Could have been 1.
9. 17.
He would have got into the cue ball too much and finished where he did.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 24.
That's a great pot.
1.
Brentwood in the English, he played most of his shots left-handed, O'Sullivan. He was still trying to pot them. But he wasn't doing that yesterday. There's your answer. Bottom red. It does just go. Of course, that opens up the other pair of reds.
21.
Pan could make the clearance. But of
29.
course, he's got to get himself. Beautiful. That is, and like I say, the gliding.
And you have to say it would be another steal.
I'm sure this is not hard enough.
47.
So O'Sullivan is.
Yeah, this time not taking out
47.
the clearance, having pod.
Oh, what a shot that is. What a shot. Doesn't want to be anywhere near straight. Does not want to be straight on this either. That's
9.
for sure.
Well, it's only brown to black, but that was still a stunning. Judd Trump also 4-4 from 4-2 down with Joe O'Connor.
It's been a really interesting match.
9. 17. 25.
Frame for a 5-3 lead.
Well, all I can think of is that the middle red must pass because he walks very
32.
confidently around the table. And from the first angle we had, it just looked like he was on a ball, but the middle one goes, yeah, that's a handy thing. He knew about it, of course. But,
33.
It's all reds and blacks, isn't it?
oh, goodness me, I thought he'd missed that. He's staying on the black.
57.
Nice shot.
65.
Well, it is November the 5th, isn't it? Are we going?
It's very, and as you say, the frame is now won. He's got the luck. Well, that's fine. That is fine. He's almost overcome.
Everyone who is watching the video, it's a humble request.
97.
Please like and subscribe the video. Subscribe the channel as well.
Now, is he going to run through
Leave
here?
a comment if you want to change anything, if you want any improvement. Please do tell me in the comment. Thank you.
That's the problem now. He's going to have to go. Well, it's the worst possible scenario. The bolt colours are
113.
memorable.
Well, the black's in. He hasn't cannoned the yellow, so he's going to take some shot to continue, but the break's not done yet. Hang on. Oh, and he would have been on the green plum. But the break. While all of that was going on, Gary Wilson has come from 4-1 down to level at 4-4 with Robbie Wilson.
Yeah, didn't look hugely comfortable on the shot, did he? Got up a couple of times. He's not winning, that's the problem. And he's up against a very tough opponent here. Giving him very little. Scoring well himself.
See the plasters there on Ronnie's fingers. He's had them on all week. For reasons unknown. Finished off against Neil Robertson.
There's another. And he's still,
25.
I think, work of all the players practicing in the academy. All of these things for
33.
it's all true, but he's overhit by a long way. By a very long way. A rare
57.
colour up the table, which is not the highest value, just to keep the reds to the left corner. And all of a sudden,
He's had quite a few already in his short career.
62.
that's not a good. Didn't though. Very good. He lost to Chris Wakelin from 50 odd in front in the decider, and he looked very disappointed. 2 defeats of that kind so close to it.
Thanks for joining us at Snooker Live Arena. If you enjoyed the game, give us a thumb up and hit that subscribe button for more thrilling snooker action. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and remember, every shot counts. See you next time. Bye.